I've been doing the iconography for many years, but while I was working at the hospital and taking care of 2 parishes, didn't have time for it. And then the parish asked me, they said, show us how to do an icon. And I said, I can't do that. I'm not that good. I'm not a teacher. And they said, it doesn't matter. Let's just do it. So I thought, why not?
Like, you don't just sit down to make a nice piece of artwork, but you're sitting down to make, something that tells a story, or something that is a spiritual expression of who you are, or a spiritual expression of what the icon is trying to say.
As far as your art ability, you don't need any. You just need to believe that that color is going to go on there and you're going to figure it out.
Allow the Lord to lead you. I mean, it's just another prayer form, like the rosary is a prayer form. Some people are drawn to it, or the Chapel of Divine Mercy, and some people are drawn to like sitting in front of icons and praying with them. So
here's an important one. Do not be jealous of your neighbor's work. His or her success is your success as well. But I've been working most of my priesthood in British Columbia with the Byzantine Rite of the Catholic Church, the Ukrainian Rite. Of course, I became acquainted with icons early on, but then I had an opportunity to take an icon painting course from Vladislav Andreev. He's a Russian master. He has an icon school in New York City and upstate New York near the St. Vladimir's Orthodox Seminary, Russian Orthodox Seminary. As I've explained to my students here, I'm a student. I'm not an iconographer. I'm not a master by any means. This is an amateur school, and it's more of a hobby for me. And I agreed to do this as a form of prayer with my parishioners. It is a wonderful thing to do, and it's a wonderful way to pray. The icon that is being produced through your hand is an image of your interior spiritual life. So we're teaching them the traditional method of iconography. We are not using acrylic paints. Many people paint icons with acrylics. We use the egg tempera method, which is the ancient method that dates from the time of Christ. I hope that they just take with them this prayerful experience.
I'll know where the flaws are, and I'll know where the things that I maybe don't like as much about it, but other people might not see that. In some ways, that's kind of part of the spiritual reflection, like something that we see that isn't always exactly what we want it to be, perhaps, but that other people don't see it that way. So, the length of the process has been the biggest surprise to me. He said, well, we'll have a Wednesday class, and I didn't realize that was going to be for 2 years, basically. So the time commitment is what allows it to become like this spiritual process. Because if it's something that you start and you just finish right away, then it's just a job or a project to get done. But when you stretch it out over the long period of time is when it kind of allows you to breathe and relax and to understand and to explore and to learn.
I think it's that there's so much symbolism involved in it. When we started, we're putting down clay, and the clay is the symbol of we're clay. There's all these puzzles and the layers that you'll never look at an icon again without seeing all of those different aspects to it.
if you look at a regular painting, if you're looking at like a railroad or whatever, the tracks kind of come together in the horizon, and that's kind of like the focal point. But in iconography, the way it's situated is the focal point is us, actually. We are being drawn in by Christ to pray.
Guard our hearts and guide our minds, so that worthily and with perfection we may present your image for the glory and beauty of your holy church, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.